red line. The red line is the line that defines whether you are a good student or a bad student in an all-level exam. Or probably you are wealthy or not wealthy from the economic poverty line. The red line is the line that divides between the good and the bad. Fortunately, except for the Toastmasters, there is no bad in Toastmasters. It's always good and better. The red line is the line that divides. But the million-dollar question is it fair and just? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I still remembered the very first time I came to Singapore. I joined a running committee called the Fat Bird. I was so excited to join this committee because I was an avid runner and I never joined a committee before. Who knows? I could probably find guys and girls around my age. Who knows? I could probably train together with them, overcome challenges. Who knows? I could find my future partner. I was so excited that the next day, I went to the botanical garden racetrack and found the fat bird. But to my surprise, all of them are uncles and aunties, twice my age. I was so shocked until there was an uncle that came by and greeted me. And he was the fat uncle. The fat uncle was so fat that when he came and greeted me, it reminded myself of the mascot, the fat bird itself. The fat uncle was so fat that when he did a warming up session next to me, I could see his love handles and manly boobs juggling around. I could feel trembles underneath my feet. The fat uncle was so fat that I felt confidence that I will be able to cross the red line before he did. I mean, let's face it, I was young, I was healthy, and I was not fat. I would definitely be able to beat all those uncles and aunties. And I was so confident that when the instructor counted down, 3, 2, 1, and go, I sprinted across the racetrack. I imagined myself like an arrow darting through the speed of the light. Nothing could stop me except for the red line. I was in front of all the uncles and the aunties. I maintained a steady pace. Until moments later, I glanced back and I saw a red dot approaching me. Closer and closer with louder and louder footsteps. Zoom! He was the fat uncle. I was so shocked that the fat uncle was going to cross the red line before me that I panicked. I sprinted faster and faster using all the reserve of the energy that I had. But to no avail, the fat uncle was already way beyond in front of me. And I was exhausted. I was tired. And slowly, the other uncles and aunties, they went past me, crossed the red line. I was on the other side of the red line, but it was the losing side. I was lost, destroyed myself as I approached the fat uncle. I asked a little bit piece of advice. Uncle, how do you run so fast? The fat uncle looked at me straight into the eyes and into the heart, and he said, Vincent, you need to change your perspective. That this is not a race, but it's a marathon. Because when you are in a race, your goal is to be the first one across the red line. You are the winner, everyone else is a loser. But in marathon, you strive together, overcome the hurdles, and cross the red line as a community. You need to train together with us and improve yourself. I had an epiphany that when I first came to this community, I was so arrogant that I put myself on the top of the red line. Whereas it turned out, I was at the bottom of the red line. From the fat uncle, I have learned the importance of humility and teamwork, to thrive together as a community, to overcome challenges and to cross the red line together. Isn't that why we joined community in the first place? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I hereby request for you to think deeply into why you want to win. Is it for yourself or is it for the sake of your community? And remember that from the fat uncle, the red line is not the one that divides, but the red line is the one that unites us all. Fellow Toastmasters.